Hello, motherfuckers. What's happening, hellraisers and harlots? Hey there, all my bad bitches and unproblematic niggas up, down, and all around the internet. It is I, the one, the only, Kimber Shan. Don't call me Kim Ho. It's okay to be extra because I tell it like it is. And welcome to A Quickie with Kimber Shan, the show that gives you the facts, foolery, the fuck ups, tells you something, and gives you some Kimspiration all in 20 minutes or less. Hello, everybody. I know you missed me. And I'm going to get into, where the fuck I've been at a little later on in the show. But if you're watching the video, I'm in my mood today. I have on my shades and I'm wearing my shades because I can't see you hoes. Okay? So let's just jump straight into facts, foolery, and fuck ups. There's so many stories to cover since I've been gone. Finally, some shit to fucking talk about. So, first and foremost, I want to say congratulations to Ms. Coco Gauff for winning the title at the US Open at such a young age. Black girl magic. We love to see it. I think this is the first time a black girl has won since Serena won. I think what year was that? I don't have the exact fucking number, but Coco was actually there when Serena won and she was 8 or 9 years old. So that just goes to show how long it's been and how invested she's been in the tennis since the beginning. Because I know Naomi Osaka won, but she was playing for Japan at the time. So big shout out to Coco Gauff. Another one that's from Atlanta. Shout out to my motherfucking city. So I just wanted to, give her some accolades, give her some flowers, because like what she accomplished is such a huge deal. And I just love to see young black girls winning. So let's get to the motherfucking dirt. Okay. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai are getting divorced. That's right. Jeezy filed for divorce from Jeannie Mai. I think it was last week. And there's lots of rumors swirling about why they're getting a divorce, but nothing concrete yet. But as soon as it comes out, I will definitely be telling you guys. But I mean, I kind of always felt like this marriage was doomed from the beginning, just because I couldn't shake that weird shit that Jeannie Mai said on the Real that time about white meat and dark meat. She liked dark meat on the side or sometime, and white keeps you lean and clean. Like, girl, what the fuck are you talking about? That shit was weird as fuck just from the beginning. And it just goes to show some screws are loose in Sis's head. Okay, something isn't right up there, because that comment was very weird to say on national TV, for you to say that and then turn around and marry a full ass black ass man. So I don't get it. I don't understand it, but relationship, boom, dead. They have a child together. I think the child is maybe 1 or 2 years old. So good luck to everybody there, and hopefully they can co-parent and move forward. But I can't wait till the motherfucking dirt comes out on what really was fucking going on. Another couple that split up recently, Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert, apparently have been separated for months. And Tiana finally made a statement. She made a post on her Instagram saying that they're separated, but they're still the best of friends and everything is great. She just didn't want y'all making rumors about her and saying all the crazy shit that y'all be saying. So she wanted to address it first before y'all started talking y'all shit. So in her statement, she said they were they're still the best of friends. They're raising their 2 daughters. They're still family. It's all love. Cheating had nothing to do with their separation. So yeah, 2 fine people are now single. I look at it that way, Sometimes divorce is the first fucking right step for some people. I just feel like if you're not getting along and you're not happy and you've done your due diligence and tried, I can see separation, being an option. The same for fucking Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Like, if it's not fucking working or some shit is off, I don't see nothing wrong with divorce, separation, going your separate ways. There's no need for 2 people to be together if they're not fucking happy. And I stand by that shit. So yeah, I'm interested to see what happens from here because the girlies are excited about Tiana being single. Okay, the lesbians are fucking excited because y'all been wanting her for a long time. The thirst is real for her for a lot of people. So I would love to see like, what direction she goes in. And I think she might be bisexual. I'm not sure. I know that in interviews, they discuss her and Iman used to like have threesomes and stuff like that. So I don't know if she's bisexual for her nigga or actually bisexual for real. I guess we'll find out. But beautiful couple, beautiful kids. Like those kids are so fucking cute. So I wish them all the best. I don't have anything negative to say about either one of them. Like they're very beautiful people. Like both of them are attractive as fuck. So damn, if two fine ass people can't make it work, what the fuck what the fuck everybody like, what? So I can't wait to see what happens with that one. So the next thing I want to discuss is somebody that was a huge fan of, had been a huge fan of for a long time, but these recent, past couple of years, months, days, weeks, moments, he's just been throwing me the fuck off, and I am a person that literally used to call herself a Drakeologist, but lately, new Drake, Braids Drake, I don't like that nigga. I don't like him. I don't feel connected to him. I don't fuck with the music he making now. I don't like the way on the new song, Slime You Out, he fucking said bitches with such fucking tenacity. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with him, but I'm not feeling him at all. And him wearing hair bows and doing weird shit and just generally being a fucking weirdo constantly has really been bothering me a lot. So I brought him up because the new song Slime You Out featuring SZA has a cover art photo of Halle Berry getting slimed. And apparently Drake, the disrespectful weirdo, hit Halle Berry up to ask if he could use her picture of her getting slimed for the cover of this single. Halle declined and said no, but Drake went over her head and got the picture from Getty Images. That's who owned the picture, but Drake went over her head, got the picture from Getty Images, and made it the cover, even though Halle said no. That's so fucking disrespectful and such a slap in the face. It's like, why even fucking ask her if you were gonna just do what the fuck you wanted to do anyway? Like, how do you disrespect Halle Berry? Somebody that doesn't do anybody, like, she don't bother no fucking body. Like, damn. Why? Like, you could have chose any other image. If she don't want to be affiliated with your bullshit, why make her? Like, it's fucking weird. And Slime You Out, what the fuck does that even mean? Like, I wouldn't want to be affiliated with that weird ass shit neither. So honestly, fuck him for that. And speaking of fucking Drake, him and Charlamagne kind of got into a little spat a couple of days ago too. Now they've been beefing on and off for years. I guess, Drake be mad because Charlamagne be talking about him, but it's like if you report on pop culture and stuff, you gonna say shit that's gonna piss people off. But like for me, I don't want to be known as a gossiping ass bitch. That's why I just try to only talk about the facts and not necessarily my personal opinions about shit. But Drake is in his feelings because Charlamagne said something about his new song, Slime You Out, the song that we were just discussing. And Drake made a post on his story on Instagram. I'm going to read the post actually verbatim. He said, "Are you okay, Leonard?" Which is Charlamagne's real name, Leonard. I don't fucking know, but that's his real name. "You kind of weirding me out, G. Like you really obsessed with me or something for years. Like you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection type shit. Whatever you got to do to let it out, I'm sure your 435 loyal fans will stand by you, you fucking goof." And that was weird. He followed up by posting clips on his story of different times Charlamagne talked about him or said something about him. One of the clips was funny as fuck though. One of the clips, Charlamagne said, "There's 3 sexualities, gay, straight, and Drake." You not tell me that shit is fucking funny. That shit was hilarious. Like, so he posted that and a couple other clips of Charlamagne talking shit about him or calling him corny or whatever. But it's like he's just saying what everybody else fucking feels and thinks. I ain't mad at Charlamagne. Some people might get mad at me for that, but I'm not mad at him at all. He's literally just stating his opinion. Just because everybody else dick rides somebody don't mean that he has to. So Charlamagne followed up the next day on the Breakfast Club and said, I don't know like why Drake tripping. Like, me and him have been cool for the past couple of years, and he said that they had an arrangement where when Drake drops a song or something like that, he wants Charlamagne to talk about it to bring attention to it. So what is it, Drake? Are you mad because Charlamagne said something negative and not something positive? Like what is it really fucking giving? Because, like, to me, I saw the particular clip that he was talking about was when Charlamagne said it's kind of weird how, you know, the Slime You Out song dropped and nobody was really talking about it until the controversy around it started coming to light. So honestly, Drake got a lot of nerve to call somebody out for fucking talking about them the way you always got Megan name up in your motherfucking mouth. Let's start there. You act like you're so good and nice and unproblematic, but you're literally kicking Megan Thee Stallion any chance you fucking get. And that's real bitch ass behavior, and I don't fucking respect it. Like, why do you have her name in your mouth so much? I'm sure everybody saw the clip that was going around online a couple of days ago. He was at a show or somewhere in Houston. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Like, I don't keep up with his lame ass no more, but he was like, yeah, my homegirl Meg, shout out to her, she a real one. Not that Meg. Bitch, shut the fuck up. First of all, you're in Megan Thee Stallion city trying to throw shade and being a weird ass nigga. Like, ew. So as far as I'm concerned, me being a Drakeologist is no longer, I have seen the light, like, and I finally get while everybody has thought he's a corny ass weirdo for years. I finally fucking understand because he's been acting like a corny ass weirdo. He's not hiding it anymore. He's being his true self. He's being who he's always fucking been, and I'm just not fucking with it. So let's move on to a much more serious story that I thought I should shed some light on. Two black models were found dead in downtown LA. And when I heard this story, it really upset me because I just don't feel like it's being discussed or talked about enough. And I know for a fact if this was some white women found dead in downtown LA, it would be all over the news. I don't feel like people are talking about it on social media enough. I don't think the news coverage is enough. Nobody has any idea what happened, and it's really fucking sad. Like, I feel sorry for the families. I feel sorry for, you know, these girls. That one girl told her friend that she was going on a date with somebody and nobody else heard from her since then. So I don't know if it's like a guy that's like dating women and then killing, like, nobody knows anything, and it's almost like they don't care to know. And it breaks my heart that this person is still walking around that has done this to these innocent women and could continue doing this to innocent women. And I really hate how when things like this happen to black women, it's not a big, huge news story. Like, being found dead in an apartment in downtown LA, that is fucking insane. And light not being shed on it is fucking crazy too. So RIP to both of those beautiful ladies. I want to get their names. Let me make sure I got their names straight because I do want to, you know, say their names so it'll be out there. Melissa Mooney and Nicole Coates, both found a mile apart in different apartment complexes in LA. The latest update, there really aren't any additional details. I'm just looking into the story to see if anything else came out about it. But no, there's no other information about these two beautiful women that were both found dead in their apartment. So God willing that these women get some justice, their families get some justice, and just prayers out to everybody, because it just breaks my heart that things like this really happen in this world. RIP to those women. Let's move on to another story. I really ain't even want to talk about this because I feel like at this point it's kind of irrelevant, but Nicki Minaj man and Cardi B man Offset were beefing apparently. Nicki Minaj's man Kenneth Petty made a video threatening Offset standing outside of some place, saying he was going to kick his ass or kill him or all these crazy ass things. And apparently the police found out, and he has now been sentenced to 120 days house arrest or something like that. So I don't know why the fuck you would do this. Like, you, Kenneth Petty, you're in a very, very lucky position. You're with a very powerful, successful woman. And I just feel like when you're in that position, you just need to shut the fuck up. Honestly, like, we don't want to hear shit from you. We don't even want to fucking see you. So I just think you and anybody else that's with a very powerful woman that's not contributing a black ass thing should just shut the fuck up and enjoy the position you're in. That's it. We don't want to hear shit else from you. I mean, as far as Offset, I like Offset. He's got a lot of charisma. He's from Atlanta. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about him except for, you obviously, you know, he be cheating on my girl, but like outside of that, he seems like a cool guy. Obviously that beef with Cardi, Nicki's going on, but I think everybody's pretty much over it now that they niggas getting involved. It's fucking weird. Offset doesn't seem to really care about this beef. It seems like a one-sided beef because Offset posted a video getting off of a plane just saying, like, nigga, I'm on the jet, you on the side of the street. Like, what are you even fucking talking about? And I don't blame Buddy. So let's move on. Usher is actually performing at the 2024 Super Bowl. So congrats to Usher. It's a huge deal. I think Usher is a great artist. He's been in the game for a very long time. I remember when I was like in fucking kindergarten, all the little girls in my class were like, Usher, oh my God, Usher. Like when he first came out, like when he was like a teenager. So if he's been around since I was in fucking kindergarten, like he's definitely paved the way. And one thing about Usher got some motherfucking hits, okay? Like that man has some classics. So I'm very excited to see what they decide to do. Like his team and everybody. And the announcement was super cute, like a call with a couple of different celebrities, Kim Kardashian, like it was really cute how they announced it. So I'm looking forward to that. And congrats to Usher, another nigga from Atlanta doing it. So the last story I wanted to talk about kind of tickled me. So Travis Kelce, a football player, he plays for the Chiefs. You know, I don't know shit about football, but that's who that nigga play for. I mean, that's who the white man plays for. So apparently Travis Kelce is now dating Taylor Swift. And he was with this beautiful black girl, Kayla Nicole, for several years. And he's been linked with a couple of other black women as well. So he has a history of dating black women, this white man. And if you haven't ever seen Travis Kelce, I'm sure you have, because he's one of those white guys that's like the type of white guy that black girls date. Like, he has that look, like, well, he had that look previously. Like, he looked like the Inside Out Oreo type of motherfucker, like a wigger. Like, you know, the low cut, the full beard, the swag. Like, he was one of them, you know, one of them sauced up white boys when he was dating black girls. But now that he started dating stiff-ass Taylor Swift, he walking around looking like a goddamn state trooper or something. Like, I'd be scared that motherfucker gonna pull me over and write me a goddamn ticket. Like, he he got rid of his beard. He has a weird ass fucking mustache now. He has a fucking haircut that only a douchebag would fucking have. And now he looks like a fucking middle school principal that's ready to write a motherfucker up. So it's crazy how people change their entire aesthetic based off of who they're dating, because he went from being a vanilla snack to looking fucking insane. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Taylor Swift was at the game, which is why this story was circulating around and everybody was talking about, oh, you switched up, you dating a white girl. Like, who gives a fuck? Because now that nigga look like a sheriff. Like, it is no loss over here, baby, because that nigga literally looks crazy now. But shout out to Kayla Nicole, super cute black girl. I hope she's doing great. And let's go ahead and move on to Let Me Tell You Something. So for Let Me Tell You Something, I wanted to, address how I've been missing for a little bit or whatever. And I'm back, bitch. I wanted to address this spiritual concept. I talked about psychology and spiritual journeys and self-love. I love to talk about that. That's a major, major component of this show. And I wanted to talk about this concept called the dark night of the soul. And the dark night of the soul is kind of when you're on a journey, like you're in a very strange space, a dark space. It's when darkness kind of becomes at the forefront of your life and you have to get through that to come through on the other side. It's really like a space between who you were and who you're becoming. But while you're in that space, it gets dark because you get lost. And the reason I wanted to talk about that is because I feel like that is what I have been going through recently. And that's why I had to take a step back, because I really needed to get myself together. It's one thing to be depressed or to have anxiety, but when you're really deeply in the trenches, I just, felt like I had to take a step away. And the dark night of the soul pretty much explains what I was really dealing with and going through. And I wanted to address it just in case anybody else was going through this. And it's really I don't even think I'm out of it yet, but I'm in an okay enough place where I can, do this show and give you guys some entertainment and enlightenment and everything. So if you don't know what the dark night of the soul is, it's pretty much a situation of growth, of a spiritual journey that includes suffering, setbacks, obstacles, and it's really a part of your evolution. And I definitely feel like this is what I've been going through. And I did some more research on it to just lay out the different stages. So that's what I want to talk about. Now, the first stage of this spiritual journey is a major disruption or triggering events. And for me, that major disruption that pretty much started everything was me losing my grandmother. That obviously brought a lot of darkness to the forefront in my life, and it kind of just made me feel like I had no control over anything, So I feel like for me, that was the start of this strange journey, this spiritual journey of just healing and finding myself that I've been on. And outside of, losing someone, there's other things that can happen too. Like if you're going through a hard time financially, or you're going through an illness or a betrayal or an injustice or abuse or job loss, or there's so many things that can happen to you that can be the trigger to just make you fucking spiral. And usually the second step is if something, triggers you, or something bad happens, or something that you have to face yourself with, is pretty much just a loss of direction. You don't have any sense of direction. You might know where you want to go, but you don't know how to get there, or you're so in your head that you just don't really know how to move forward. And that's definitely how, I had been feeling, for the past couple of weeks since I've been gone. So the next stage after that is when you basically hit rock bottom. You become emotionally numb, you kind of withdraw or isolate from doing things you used to enjoy. This show. You kind of just, pull back from talking to people so much because you need to really just Be one with that darkness. Like, you can try to fight it, but it's one of those things where it's like, if you don't sit in your feelings and you don't feel your feelings, how can you move forward? And I discussed grief, briefly on another episode, but a lot of people think you just move on, and that's not how it works at all. You really have to learn to grow around it. Like, it's still going to be there. That hole is still going to be there. That dark feeling is always going to be within you. You just have to learn how to exist around that. And I feel like accepting that was kind of the beginning of me getting out of that rock bottom space, like, which goes on to stage 4, which is waking up to the truth. And I know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I know that there's another side from being on rock bottom or feeling like you don't have any direction or being lost. And I kind of feel like I'm in between that stage now. Like, I feel like I'm in between stage 4 and stage 5. Stage 5 is spiritual study and awakening. And I feel like I'm somewhere in between there. Like, I'm waking up to the truth. I know that things can get better. I know that I got to keep going. And I've been doing things to fill myself up. And that's what stage 5 is. It's spiritual study. It's doing things to fill yourself up. It's looking for whatever you need to feel grounded and whole and connected and productive and purposeful. That's what that's about. So I feel like I'm somewhere between stage 4 and stage 5. And where I'm trying to get is stage 6. And that is authentic living. That's when you went through your darkness and you transformed and you went through the pain and suffering. And it has given you wisdom and enabled you to move forward, knowing you got through that and with that light that you can carry into the world, having gone through that experience. So that's where I would like to get. And, I'm going to keep working towards getting to that stage and just authentically living and knowing that I got through the darkness and I got through the depression and the anxiety and just feeling lost. Like, I really want to do everything I can to be my best self and to vibrate as high as I can. And, everything is a learning experience. I've been through a lot in my life, and I can honestly say that everything that kills me has truly made me stronger. So I'm just gonna keep going. And I know at the end, this journey with the dark night of the soul is going to have me have a better relationship with me. So if you want to look that up more, just type it in, because it's definitely a real thing in the spiritual world. If you're into that, I think you should look into it. But that's what I've been going through. That's why I've been off the map. And, I want to be always transparent with everybody on this show and just talk about my journey and, the things that I go through in life. And I'm a real ass motherfucking bitch, and I'm going to stand on everything that I fucking say. Like, I don't have no reason to hide anything or not be honest with y'all. I'm going to always keep it 100 every fucking time. I've been away because I've been going through some real ass shit, and I'm back, and I'm going to just keep going and doing the best that I fucking can. And it's okay if you have to take a step back sometime. I truly believe that. We work ourselves to the fucking bone, especially Black women. We are expected to go above and beyond and work through pain and work through suffering and work through whatever shit we're going through. And people don't even have sympathy for us. And it's sad, but we have to look beyond the bullshit and take care of ourselves and put ourselves first. So no matter what it is, I will always say, if you need time for yourself, take that time. And I'm going to stand back by that 100,000 trillion %. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to my last segment, Kimspiration. And just coming off of everything I said about the dark night of the soul, my Kimspiration for today is, don't listen to anybody, because nobody knows your shit like you. Nobody knows how to do your life like you. Nobody knows what you need or how you can have the best life or the most fulfilling life. Nobody knows your shit like you. So we have got to stop listening to other fucking people, because they can't tell us about our own shit. So you can't tell me about this show. You can't tell me about what I need to do, because you don't know my shit like me. And if you're out there doing something or living your life or trying to pursue something don't listen to nobody else. You have to listen to your intuition and your fucking self. I always say our intuition is there for a reason. It's there to guide us. It's there to keep us safe. It's there to show us who we really are. So listen to your fucking intuition. Don't listen to nobody else, because you listen to somebody else, you're going to get guided into fucking hell. Okay? Don't listen to nobody else about your shit and your life. Listen to your motherfucking self, because don't nobody know you, your life, your struggles, the things you go through like you. And on that note, that wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, follow us on YouTube, follow at the Kimber Shan Show, follow at a Quickie Pod everywhere on YouTube. It's called Quickie with Kimber Shan. Follow us there. And yeah, I'm so happy to be back. Like, just, I was nervous, to come back, but once I started, everything flowed effortlessly. So I'm happy to be back, and I'm really grateful to everybody that listens to this show. Like, y'all have no idea how good I feel like when somebody like comments on YouTube or says, your Kimspiration inspired me, or it helped me, and that's what it's all about. Like, that's why I want to do this, because I really want to make an impact, a positive impact on people, So remember my 3 principles: love yourself, respect yourself, and accept yourself, and have a great day. Bye.